can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The tackle by Eric Armstead. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8. Again, it's Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Stroud. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 26.
First down, Houston.
Mixing up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Well, this defense for the Jaguars, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And same result. He's going to take this just to the line of scrimmage before running into a brick wall. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Stroud looking to throw.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and they'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Ka'imi Fairbairn comes on. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their own 22. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Given 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately, so he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Jaguars, first down. First and 10 at the 44.
Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
The Jaguars at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And he'll take it down shy of 45 at the 46. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, he'll sign him in.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Christian Harris coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now Lawrence.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way down to the 5. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 43 yards.
Jaguars. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
And they'll run with ETN.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Travis Etienne, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down. They give it to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 8 yards there and a first down.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Texans first down.
Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Play action. Here's Stroud. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Stroud sets up the play action.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Chad Muma fighting all the way through and getting the sack.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That is caught by Dell.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. And quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And Stroud now to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jags are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And they'll start on the ground, ETN.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
Second down and 8. Here's Lawrence to throw.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack.
Jalen Petrie picking up the sack on a safety blitz.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And all the way up to the 47-yard line. A big play that time for Jacksonville. 42 yards.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Going quickly here to Thomas.
And a run past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
42 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Draw play, ETN.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
It's complete to Brown, right side.
Well, the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
That's good for another Jaguars. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Bigsby going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force, and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
ETN will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
The Texans take over first and 10.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win. Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 41. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third.
Here's Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete.
Touchdown, Houston. Takedown. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Texans have cut it back within a score.
And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
2nd and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence.
Thomas has got it. Complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Straight ahead, ETN. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
11.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll get this off DTN.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
Jaguars.
First first and 10. It's ETN.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line.
That tackle behind the line made by Will Anderson.
They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. This ball caught by Strange. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brenton Strange as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle.
And that makes it a 21-10 game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic. I think at the half that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 8.
Hey, run! Here we go.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Here's Logan Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think probably you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Stroud working out of the gun. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Short throw into the hands of Jordan.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Play action. Stroud now.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Tank Dell.
His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year.
And the Texans have got it back to within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Here's Lawrence. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now Lawrence. Wow, and that is incomplete.
Had to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
Stroud to throw it. That's complete to Dell. Finding space at the 40. There he goes again. Inside the 20.
Touchdown, Houston.
Take down. 94 yards. And the Texans have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front.
Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away, but no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the third quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. Lawrence. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Maybe that ball's 2 yards shorter. It's going to give them the lead because you have a receiver running free there. That's a tough one to miss on.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
On red. 13 loose.
Lawrence will throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. This is taken at the 23. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return.
And the Texans will take over.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Forrest American.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Oh, this is a great play right here by a very versatile linebacker. It's a zone defense, so he's responsible for one area of the field. And Brandon, I don't think the quarterback ever saw him. Or if he did, he saw him too late because he stepped
under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play.
Well, they got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the first down marker.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Now Lawrence. Finding ETN here, catching it on the out route.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Hey, take right open. Hey, Andrew, time.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Trying for Brandon, it's intercepted.
And the Texans are going to have it here at their own 15.
And they exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Taken down at the 42.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now Stroud. They intercept Stroud again, the third time in this game. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a third interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. And
got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
De'Ami Brown,
An 11-yard touchdown.
and the Jaguars have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
Oh, look at the juke.
And he returns this to the 22.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll buy some time running. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, they'll run with Chung. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll fake the jet sweep, and now Stroud to throw off play action. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Stroud looking to throw. That is caught.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 16. 21 yards there on third down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They go up the middle with Chung. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it will be second down.
the 16-yard line.
And Stroud now to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Collins.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud.
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Going quickly here to Thomas.
Down the right sideline.
And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 40 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40.
ETN up the middle. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
11,
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That goes for a gain of 31. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Lawrence going to keep it.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown.
Trevor Lawrence.
A 4-yard touchdown scamper.
And the Jags are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Stroud.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Here's Stroud. They'll let this go deep for Collins.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Down the sideline he goes.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So a fourth-quarter pick-6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that part, Mary. I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick-6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just at personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level. We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Stroud now on fourth down.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Here's a give to ETN.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
This is 2nd and 8.
Hey.
ETN once more.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
Cam Little on
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will extend their lead even further.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter. Sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall or held back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage. Even with such a big...
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Stroud. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
That is caught by Dell. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 15-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Take Dell. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Jaguars 45, Texans 31.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game near the fourth quarter, but they touched
Good game, bro. Good game.
before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure.
Yeah. Hey, that 4th and 1 hurt me. And I tried that screen pass. That killed everything I had right there.
So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Jacksonville, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Houston, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll